Thank you, Brigadier. If we can then move to a different topic regarding the photos that were downloaded on the memory card of case number 2. They've been handed up as exhibit DD4 in brackets A.
Wathi khona ke ithombe zo abayibekile ngaphambi kwenkosi enkantolo ke ngaphansi kwemibukiso ka DD4 wathi ithombe lazo bekamnumzana ke uNtanzi okumsola wesibili ke icala leli.
And Warrant Officer Ndlovu has already testified about these photos.
Bathi khona ke njalo umnumzana Warrant Officer Ndlovu sekele akhulumile ngofakazi bakhe noma sekubethile ufakazi bakhe malana nezithombe lezi.
And it was put on behalf of case number 2 that she admits the photos, that it's him, and as well as how he looked like, his features.
Bathi lapho komsolo wesibili uvumile ukuthi ithombe lezi ke ngezakhe futhi ngendlela ahlangana ngayo ke kulezi thombe lezi.
And this is to deal with the proposition that was made to Mr. Tumela Madlala. This we see on the proceedings of 8 August 2023, page 13.
Yes, my lord.
And if you can just put that on record. It's line number 14.
Athatha ufakazi manje ke afunde mayana nenkulumo kade beyitshela umnumzana uTumelo Madlala ke la ngaphambi kwenkosi enkantolo ke ngelanga lange 8 zakaAugust ngomnyaka ka 2023.
So, my lord, the proposition that is now Mr. T. Madlala, and it's dated. So the court case number is CC67/2020, and it's dated 2023 0608, my lord. And then under, so that is line 14, Mr. Ramosepele. Now, accused 2 instructs me that he has never had this beard here. In fact, he does not grow on him, and he has never had an O-shaped beard like you say the second suspect had. And furthermore, that he has always kept the I'm not sure of this word, my lord. The one that you see, a goatee. The one that you see here in court from as long as he can remember.
Bathi lapha kulomugqa kwesi14 kokushicilela ngaphambi kwenkosi enkantolo ke ngelanga TCC qala kwa TCC 67/2020 ke lapho ke ngomnyaka 2023 ngenyanga yesi8 ngelanga lesi8 ke lapho ke bathi lapha kumugqa kwesi14 umnumzana Ramosepele uyasho khona nje ukuthi manje ke njengomhlola wesibili kuyangitshela ngitshela ukuthi nakakaze kabe nayo ke lentshebe ijakala ngalapho ke futhi lentshebe yena ayikhulu ke lapho ke kuyena futhi akakaze abe nayo ke intshebe o-shape ke lapho kuyena ke uma ngabe sikhona lapho bathi umhlola wesibili ke futhi athi ngitshela nakakaze abe futhi kokugcina lapho ke nakade intshebe yakhe ifana nangale goatee kade nayo ke lapho kuyena ke le shile la enzansi intshebe yakhe kanayo ke futhi athi njengoba umbona la ngaphambi kwenkantolo futhi le ntshebe anayo la kuyena ke la ngenzansi ke kade ayigcinile isikhathi esiningi noma akhumbule.
Just for record purposes, can you just identify the picture on the left-hand side of?
So, my lord, the picture on the
says
left-hand side,
exhibit. It is part of exhibit J.
So the picture, my lord, on the left-hand side, my left-hand side, my reproduction is identikit. This is now the one that was done by warrant officer Stencam after the incident.
Athi isithombe sikhona abantu esande sokumeleke la kuyena ke isithombe ayisithi identikit isithombe senziwa lapho ke warrant officer Stencam.
And this is the description that was given in particular by Makaleni to her, describing the second intruder.
Athi isikhanyiso lesi salomuntu leso nositshela ke Stencam asitshela lo Makaleni ukuthi umuntu wesibili kade yindle ikhalena ukuthi ujakala kanjani ngokusimo sakhe sasebusweni.
Yes, the second picture on the
Sorry, were you there?
No, it was before my time, my lord. I saw that in the docket. She disposed an affidavit, and I think it's forming part of exhibit, my lord, because Advocate Nisi took me through that reporting that was made, or the report that was made, but in fact it's a statement that was made by
Makaleni.
Yes, by Makaleni to warrant officer Steenkamp, but not only Makaleni, she interviewed everyone that was in the house.
And I'm interested in Makaleni because you are saying he said.
Yes, it's in that report.
Yeah, but is it a statement which is under oath?
It's a statement under oath by warrant officer Steenkamp.
Right.
It's referring
That
to
statement was taken from Makaleni.
So there is a statement of Makaleni.
Makaleni himself,
Himself in the docket,
where he gives a description
where he gives a description
of what he saw.
of what he saw of the second suspect.
Right.
Then, but the exhibit that we dealt with in this court, my lord, it's a statement of warrant officer Steenkamp.
Yeah, Steenkamp, I remember.
Yes, and then in that part, in part of her statement, she indicated the description she got from Mr. Makaleni, which made her to draw this identikit, my lord. That is now according to, I think it's exhibit J. I'm just not remember the name, my lord. It could be exhibit J of in the court's record.
Yeah, I think it is J.
This is an objection, my lord. I don't want to be thrown at with something that I never said. There is no point where,
I don't understand you, which you never said.
yes,
Who says you said anything?
that's the reason why I am standing up to
Yeah, but-
correct what Brigadier
Yeah,
Gininda
I'm
just
following
said.
you.
Yes,
So Brigadier Gininda said you said something.
yes.
What?
Brigadier Gininda said, when I cross-examined him, I took him through the identity kit that was compiled by Steenkamp. And part of it, I also mentioned about accused number 2. I never spoke about accused number 2. In that identity kit, I only
Okay, fine.
concentrated on accused number 3.
Okay, so he's mistaken.
I don't know whether it's intentional or mistaken, my lord.
My lord, I think perhaps we misunderstood each other. The point that I was making is that Exhibit J, I was referred to Exhibit J, warrant officer Steenkamp statement through the cross-examination. And in
He
that,
says he never cross-examined you concerning accused number 2.
my lord, I was, if one has to be specific, then one will have to look into the record. But my recollection, I was asked by different counsel on behalf of all the accused. That's my recollection. But if then one has to see what exactly did Advocate Nisi put to me, then one will have to look at the record. But my recollection, I was cross-examined across board by different counsel, even on other accused, my lord, that they were not representing. That's my recollection. Yes.
Yes, it's on record that Mr. Ramosepele represent accused number 2.
That's correct, my lord.
Just want to show you Exhibit J, is the document that you are referring to.
Yes, I've got it, my lord.
Thank you. Right. Can you then just go ahead and do you have any comment to make on the identikit and the photo that's been handed up as Exhibit DD4A?
The entire album, or should I go picture by picture?
just
This picture.
yes, that picture.
My lord, as I indicated, this is the identity that was made by warrant officer Steenkamp while she obviously after interviewing Mr. Makaleni, or during the interview with Mr. Makaleni. This is accused number 2, wearing a red hoodie with, I think it's black, it's 2 colors, it's red and it's black at the bottom.
Athito ufakazi manje ushuthi identity shothi indlela akade bemkhuluma ngayo ke lo muntu osibili obanjwe ngithanda lo muzi nilanga lesigabeko ke athi lento lena yenziwa lapho kwa-officer Steenkamp athi ngesikhathi kwa-officer Steenkamp ngayenza ngisho wayezwa inkulumo ekhulumakeleni ekuwukuthi nomuntu ujakala ngendlela ekanjena ngendlela kanjengayo bese lapho-ke nakathi wadweba-ke nomuntu ngendlela akuyiyo lana-ke athi yona-ke eduze kwesithombe eceleni sesandla sasekuleleke athi isithombe sakamsolwa ngolwesibili lapho uNtanzi athi futhi igqokile lakena ingubo enembala emibili lapho usigisi egqokile lapho athi umbala obomvu bese kuye futhi la ngenzansi kuyena esifubeni ukwehla kwenzansi futhi umbala lapho kuyena ngathi umnyama.
Now, my lord, this was made or drawn or sketched. The identity was done by one of the assistant camps just after the incident happened. As I'm indicating, getting it from Mr. Makaleni. And what one can say is that the second intruder is described or is sketched with an oval, an O-shaped beard, which is similar to the picture of accused number 2.
Athi lapho ke isithombe esikhona esandla sokudla lesiqala lesi athi isithombe esadlula lapho athi ngesikhathi ngitshela ngesikhangiso lesamuntu engaphakathi kwekhalena bathi intshebe yakhe anayo lakhe ukuthi kwenzeke udlawo khona makena bathi kushe yonke yonke futhi intshebe khona lana endawo lomuntu lena kenakhe athi yona sibona futhi nalana ekamuthenga nesithombe sakamunzana Ntanzi.
Now, my lord, if one is to take into consideration what the state advocate asked me to read, which says accused, and I obviously I was not in court, I don't know in what context it was put, but if the assertion is understood by me the way I understand it, which says accused number 2 never had an O shape. This picture, my lord, contradicts that, my lord, because the O-shaped beard, you can see clearly on accused 2. This is now, and I'm not referring to the picture, I'm referring to the picture itself.
Athi yofakazi ngesikhathi bekhuluma ngaso ekade mina nesithombe esikhona lapha ngomhlolo athi kepha ke uma ngabe bathi isiholo esibili akaza inana entshebe endawo ngakela ke sibakhe athi yona amanga ngoba ngaba uma ngikho esithombe lesike athi intshebe endawo ngana esithombe lesike athi khona ke futhi noma nesithombe lesisake sefundisa ngempela futhi khona ke intshebe endawo ngakena.
As it may please the court, now I'm standing up on the objection basis being irrelevance, my lord.
Hello?
The basis of my objection is irrelevance. My lord will recall that when Warrant Officer Ndlovu testified, he was taken through the same exercise. And I let it slide until the court said, is that relevant evidence? Because Brigadier Gininda, he may comment and cannot comment on what was put to Constable Zungu. And whoever also made a claim that the second suspect had an O-type beard and a what Warrant Officer Ndlovu described as a swine. And when I researched it, it was called a soul patch, my lord. That type of beard between the lower lip and the chin. So we are going to go through the same exercise again, my lord. As the court pleases.
Yes, Mr. Maloi.
As the court please, my lord, the court will recall. Well, Mr. Ramosepele says the evidence is irrelevant. We submit that it is relevant. The court will recall that Brigadier Gininda did testify that when he met accused number 2 for the first time at Sibanye Gold, that he had that picture on the identity kit on the left-hand side, and he questioned accused number 2 on that identity kit. Now, there's a benefit of another picture. There's nothing wrong, my lord, in this witness testifying about his own observations. We submit that it is relevant.
My lord, like I always say, and I'll always say it again, in law, context is very important. The context of Brigadier Gininda confronting Mr. Ntanzi with the identity kit at the mine This evidence is clear, Brigadier Gininda. Mr. Ntanzi said this is a mistaken identity. Now, the second context that must be put so that Brigadier Gininda is on terms of what the state is trying to lead him on. When the second photo with the hoodie, blue and red, was taken, my lord, you can't lead the witness without giving them context. And I submit again, my lord, this is irrelevant, my lord.
Well, my lord, we have just begun to deal with the photo when my learned friend made an objection. We haven't had the opportunity to lead the witness about the events of the 18th of June, 2020.
18th of June.
Yes.
So you're going to lead the witness on that evidence?
Just briefly, my lord, not in detail.
Was it?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Ramosepele says he's going to lead the witness on the evidence.
Now, my lord, I'll wait to see what is going to lead on, because my lord must remember, there are bases for objections. Relevance, asked and answered. If he's going to ask on something that's been answered, I'm going to object because that's on record. Why would we repeat it again? But I'll wait to hear first what he's going to say, my lord. I can't stop him.
As a court, please, Brigadier, just to contextualize your evidence, the identity kit on the left-hand side of the screen you have testified that you had interaction, and this is already on record, with accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2020 at Sibanye Gold. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, regarding that identity kit, what was your interaction with accused number 2?
My lord, it was to the extent that I believe that this identity, the personal identity resembles him, looks like him. And as Mr. Ramosepele has correctly put it, he rebutted that by saying exactly what Mr. Ramosepele said. So he said it's not him, it's a question of mistaken identity, my lord.
Now, having had the benefit of photo DD4 in brackets A, which was extracted from the downloads of accused number 2, what is your comment regarding the identity kit and the photo? As we've pointed, accused number two has already admitted that the photo on the right, DD4A, is his photo and his features.
My lord, as I've indicated, even earlier in the evidence, that before even seeing this photo on the right, just by looking at accused number 2, I had to believe, insofar as my observation was concerned, that it resembles the person on this identity as the second suspect that was given to warrant of sustained camp. So I want to
My lord, again, I'm going to rise on the point of relevance.
Hello?
I'm going to rise again on the point of relevance on this photograph and this line of examination. Let me start and reset the button. Warrant Officer Ndlovu, when he testified, and correctly so what Advocate Sibanda did. He made Warrant Officer Ndlovu to go through the facial description, a full facial description of the identity kit. That is the O-type, beard, the soul patch, and the dreadlocks. Now, Brigadier Gininda is shown this selectively to look at the O-type and then go to the picture on the right and say, make a comparison without giving him the context of all the facial features that appear on the identity kit.
Why should he be given the context? Because he's looking at, he's observing the lithograph of Mrs. Steenkamp, and he sees a photograph of a gentleman in red and blue with a hoodie. He's looking at it.
So that is own personal
Yeah,
observation.
he's seeing it, yeah. And you know what? And also, his evidence, Brigadier Gininda, he says when he confronted Mr. Ntanzi, accused number
Yes,
two,
number 2, yes.
about the photo, which is a lithograph, the one which was
The
drawn.
identity kit.
That's it. He says he denied. He said, no, it's not me. It's a mistaken identity. So his evidence encompasses, amongst others, that denial. Now he says, when he looks at them, there's an uncanny resemblance between the lithograph and the photograph. And he is viewing it, not me, he sees it. So you can argue that he's wrong. There's no resemblance, fine. Cross-examine him.
Yes, you may continue.
My lord, so in my view, my lord,
Sorry, my lord.
So, if I might, accused number 2.
For that? Oh, okay. What's the time, Mr.?
It's 3:21.
Okay, I'm just asking. Yeah.
Yes, you may continue.
so my lord, looking at the pictures that come from GE4, according to what I told you now, and the identity that was drawn by Warrant Officer Steenkamp, I do really see a very strong similarities in terms of the person on the identity and the accused number 2, my lord.
Athi lapho fana iziphethe ezifake thuleze zombili lapho ke uma ngabathengi bakuthatha ukuthi esakubona ukuthi balifisa sike lapho ukuthi izamuzana Ntanzi ayekubeka noma khona phakathi ngakhe athi nakubona ke okukhulu ofana ukuthi okuningi ofana awuthuleze zombili.
Even though, my lord, what is also common, my lord, is the hoodies. Even though on the identity it looks grayish, but if one looks on the photo that comes from Exhibit DD4, it's reddish with black, blue, might be blue as well, might be. But what is common is the type of the hat of what is wearing, and it's a woody insofar as the identikit is concerned, and he on this Exhibit DD4 is also wearing a woody, my lord.
Ati futhi ukulofana mangaleke namashizo omibili lapho ngalokho ngalokho yothobe sadibala ukuthi lapho ati kodwa ugqoke igqoke igqoke sekudikelayo esobayo ocreate nesikhangiso sekuyela ngoba lapho ke ati ke kumuntu wesithulu sekangiso mina kuthoma sakhe siqinise lapho ke ati lapho ugqoke ukuthi umbala lapho ubumvuke ekhamba ngabe seseka isicelo soseka ngoba ubumvuke
And as I've said, my lord, the O shape, both on the identikit as well as on the DD4, one can, the overset, the O shape here, one can clearly see that.
ati futhi kwakwejobe lezizonke kuthiwa lapho sikhona ati ngoba lapho umuntu ofanele kuyitshele indawo ngifuna ushele lezizini lapho-ke ati futhi noma kubuka isithombe seqiniso semuntu Ntanzi nakhona-ke ati itshele yakhe indawo ngisho ukuthi oshele.
Yeah. So looking into this, my lord, and I don't want to go back to what I've already testified about, unless it's necessary, really. But if you look at the identikit, and you look at as a whole, you look at accused number 2, and you take into account what was done during the course of the investigation, there are corroborating circumstances that indicate strongly that the second intruder, the alleged second intruder, fits with the state narrative that it is accused number 2.
Ati futhi uma kusojobela ukusesha kwethola labo lapho mayeleda kwekepimende keleyitholile lapho ati uma ngabe isikhangiso salo muntu khona ngalana futhi nezinto zokususa Ntanzi lapho-ke ati le ndlela abamchazile ngayo noma abakhuluma ngayo ke umuntu wesibili owangena ngaphakathi kwelikhaya lenakhe ati indlela eyodwa-ke ejana khona ngalethulile lezinto zombili.
Will that be an appropriate time, my lord, to adjourn for the day?
Okay, yeah, just one question before I forget it. The drawings, as you call them, when were they taken by Mrs. Steenkamp? How many months, how many days?
No, it was.
How many years?
No, I think it would have been a day or two.
I can just look
Yeah.
into it very quickly, my lord, to be specific.
Manje kusenkantolo kuyabuza ke kufaka ukuthi phecelezi udaba lomdwebo ukuthi labo Senkamp lokudlula kwakheke wakwenza mhlawumbe ngemuva kwelanga lilodwa noma amalanga amaningi noma ngemuva kwesonto noma ngemuva kwey'nyanga-ke uyathi ufakazi obheka laphansi kustatement sakho ukuthi ngabe okudweba nini ngekhathi kukadweba.
It was the 29th of October 2014, my lord. So it was basically on the third day after the incident took place. Monday morning, she indicates that she interviewed these people on Monday morning of the 29th.
Okay, on the
Of
29th
October.
of October.
October 2014. So it's the beginning of the morning hours of the third day after the incident took place, my lord.
Bathi-ke mayelana nenkulumo ebhale ngaphansi kwesifungo ukuthi udaba lwakheke nakho into Senkamp-ke wadweba ngelanga lange-29 zaka-October ngomnyaka 2014 futhi ngemuva kwamalanga amathathu-ke ngemuva kwelanga lesigameko athi kade kumsombuluko emalangeni ngesikhathi sakusasa-ke ngesikhathi lesi bahlezi ngofakazi laba sebemtshela ngesikhangiso-ke salo muntu wesibili-ke owangena kwelakhaya wakhuluma.
It's actually on the third day, my lord, not after the third day. It's exactly on the third day because if you count from the 26th going upwards, it takes you to the third day, my lord, 29th of October.
Ngiyaxolisa-ke lapho ngesinto nje sikhona-ke kusuku lwesithathu-ke lapho-ke uma uma sobala-ke lapho ngamalanga-ke lapho suthi ilanga lesithathu-ke uma uqala ilanga lange-26 lange-27 from 2029.
Okay, so we're adjourned until tomorrow.
Yes, I am available, my lord, yes.
Manje sibeke kusasa-ke ngo-20 kuyefa ngeqala leli.